Hi everyone, I am Dr. Soumya, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Today we are going to see the subject Electronic Devices and Circuits. The topic is Monostable, Bistable, Multivibrator. A multivibrator which has one stable state and one temporary quasi-stable state and level transition depends on the external triggering pulse is known as monostable multivibrator. This is the diagram for the monostable multivibrator. Here Q1 and Q2 are the two transistors. These two transistors are the identical transistors, and C1 is the C1, C2 are the capacitors, and R1, R2 are the voltage divider resistors. Monostable multivibrator operation. When the circuit is switched on, transistor Q1 will be off and Q2 will be on. The capacitor C1 gets charged during this state. When the positive trigger is applied to the base of the transistor, Q1 is turned on and which turns off the transistor Q2. Capacitor C1 starts discharging during this state. Transistor Q1 remains on state due to the positive voltage from the collector of the transistor Q2 which is in off state. The transistor Q2 remains in off state until the capacitor C1 discharges completely. When the capacitor C1 discharges completely, transistor Q2 turns on, which turns transistor Q1 off. Application of the monostable multivibrator. The monostable multivibrators are used in analog systems to control an output signal frequency, to synchronize the line and frame rate of the television broadcast, to hold output voltage in its unstable state for a certain period of time, to modulate the tunes of different actuators with the electronic organs. Next, let's see about the bistable multivibrator. A vibrator that has two absolute stable states and can stay in one of two states identically is known as bistable multivibrator. It changes its state when it gets triggering pulse and stay in that state until it gets another triggering pulse. Let us see the operation of the bistable multivibrator. When VCC is supplied, one transistor will start conducting slightly more than that of the other transistor. Let Q2 be on, then Q1 be off. When Q2 is on, the potential at the collector of Q2 decreases, which in turn will decrease the potential at the base of Q1 due to potential divider action of R2 and R1. The potential at the collector of Q1 increases, which in turn of further increases the base to emitter voltage at the base of the Q2. The voltage at the collector of Q2 further decreases, which in turn further reduces the voltage at the base of the Q1. This action will continue. Q2 becomes fully saturated and Q1 becomes fully cut off. Thus, the stable of binary is such that the device remains in cutoff and other device remains in saturation. It will be that state until the triggering pulse is applied to it. It has two stable states. For every transition of states, triggering is required. At a time, only one device will be conducting. Application. It is used for the performance of many digital operations such as counting and storing binary information. It is also used in generation and processing of pulse type waveform. It is widely used in digital logic and computer memory. Thank you.